Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for joining me again today for a video. This is going to be another inspired by YouTube video. And so in these I try to basically show off some cards that came into my possession as a direct result of seeing them on one of your YouTube channels. And today's episode is, I guess, going to be sponsored, for lack of a better term, by Prestige Collectibles Japanese baseball cards. I will leave a link in the description here to his channel, but this is a channel run by a gentleman named Robert, and as the name would imply, he focuses on Japanese baseball cards. So, one of the things I love about YouTube is watching all of your fantastic content on your channels and learning more about the hobby as a result. And, of all the channels that I've subscribed to so far, which is growing by the day, Roberts has been one of the most informative, if only because he's focusing on an area of collecting that I know very little about. I have not traditionally, followed Japanese baseball. I know just a little bit about it. I don't really have many, if any, Japanese baseball cards in my collection. And so I enjoy watching his content to kind of see something that I'm not exposed to very often. And what I did is, as I subscribe to each of you, in addition to watching all of your new videos from my subscription point forward, I like to try to go back and look through your backlogs, because I think they are tremendous sources of, really good information from informed collectors. And so in Robert's case, his very first video that he posted 5 or 6 months ago was him opening some packs of the stuff that you see right in front of you here, the 1997 Diamond Heroes BBM set. And I noticed in the description of the episode that he indicated that he has some of these for sale on his eBay store, and he provided a link right there with the episode. And I figured, you know what, this is a great opportunity for me to support somebody in their hobby venture. I'm not going to spend a ton of money. These were had for relatively cheap, and got to give him a little bit of business and get his name out there. So I figured this was a win-win. I went ahead and picked up 4 packs of this stuff, which came to a very reasonable price of, less than $10 before shipping. And I'm going to have a lot of fun cracking these open. So we are going to save 2 of these for a future date. I'll put them on sort of my pack shelf and just save them for a rainy day. But for today, we'll tear into the 2 that you see in front of you. So I'll preface this by saying I've never been to Japan. As I said, I'm not really familiar with Japanese baseball, so, apologies in advance if I, butcher any of these names, which I'm almost sure to do, and or am unfamiliar with many of these players. But again, just a cool opportunity to get something a little bit different into my collection and keep things fresh. So, pack 1 here, we have a home run card. It looks like some kind of like a mail-in deal or a rebate. Cannot read one word of this, so we'll skip past that. First out of the gate, we have Asai Itsuki. These are kind of cool. They have sort of an elegant like foil thing going on. They seem sort of like, mid to high end, especially for something that came out during the 90s. Here's a look at the card back. I don't know if I'll show every back, but just give you a look at what the design is like here. Next up, Imanaka Shinji of the Dragons. Definitely recognize that team. And now we have Kobayashi Hiroshi, not the hot dog eating Kobayashi, but still a pretty cool card. These are a little bit stuck together. Yoshinaga Koichiro, and I don't know if I'm, just shows my ignorance. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying these, last name first, first name last, or if they're already written that way on these cards because they're from Japan. Okabayashi Yoichi of the Swallows. Kind of a funny team name there. And I guess these are, this one kind of answers the question for me, Leo Gomez. So I may have read the first of those backwards. Obviously not someone of Japanese background here, so I think a transplant probably from the United States. It's interesting. Here's one that looks like maybe an insert. This is a Versus or a Rivals insert, and this will probably be the best card in the pack from my perspective, because we have a name that everybody recognizes here, Hideki Matsui. I seem to recall from Robert's video that there may have been like extremely short printed or chase cards of like Matsui jersey in these packs. So obviously this is not one of those, but really cool to pull a shiny insert of a guy that, you know, I watched play against my beloved Red Sox many, many times in pinstripes. At least I think this is. Maybe this is just a subset card, not an insert. It's card number 292 in the set, but pretty awesome. And then we have the Yakult Swallows team checklist to finish things off. And here you have the names both in Japanese and English on the back of the checklist. And this one has sort of a foil element to it as well. So that was a pretty fun pack, and certainly got a nice shiny keeper for my baseball binder. And we will tear into the second one here. So let's see if we recognize anybody from this pack. I'm really surprised I got one name that I knew from the first one anyway. So there's our home run mail-in card. Yasaki Taiyo. Takayuki Murakami. Hiroki Kokubo. Alonzo Powell, another non-Japanese player there is my guess. Katsuyuki Furumizo, mid windup. Yoshinori Ueda. Takayuki Onishi. And the last card from this pack is Keiji Kimura. So there you have it. You know, again, not a lot of names that I recognize, but that really wasn't the point here. I really just wanted to add some variety to my collection, support someone who's been supportive of my channel in the early days, and maybe show Robert a little bit of love. I'll post a link to his channel down in the description for this video. Certainly seems like a really solid guy in the hobby, and has a lot of expertise in an area where I think many of us don't. And on top of that, you know, as evidence that he's just a really good dude, which you run into so often, he sent a nice little note with this. Says, "Hi Shane, I've enclosed a few other packs for fun. I hope you enjoy them. Thanks, Robert." So in addition to the other two packs of 1997 that I mentioned I'll be saving for a future date, he also included some other stuff here. We have a Diamond Heroes pack from 99. Seibu Lions pack from 2005 featuring Daisuke Matsuzaka, longtime Red Sox pitcher, so that's really cool. I'll certainly hang on to that wrapper regardless of what I pull in that pack. Here's a 2006 BBM Second Series pack. And lastly, a 2004 Second Series pack. So I will throw these on the shelf for a rainy day. You may likely see some of those in a future video here on the channel. That's all for now. Again, try to stop by and give Robert a little love. And Robert, thanks for the awesome packs, and look forward to interacting with you in the community. Take care, everybody.